Alright, so they finally did it. The NRL have officially announced Rugby League 26 with their version of the trailer that we've been seeing these past few days, and it's just without the Origin players. By the way, I am running this in super slow-mo, and the actual trailer will play at the end of the video. We've all seen it by now. I just want to talk about a few things that we may have missed whilst watching, and a couple of questions that's been answered by Ross, the CEO of Big Ant himself, via X. So the good news for us now that the game has officially been announced is that we may possibly be seeing some more footage of the game prior to release. From what I've gathered, I think they were waiting, they being Big Ant, for the NRL to finally push the button on officially announcing it. Basically, somebody asked him on X if there's any more information being revealed prior to release, or is it just a waiting game, and he said they'll be able to share more this week. But back to the official trailer, they've got the Raiders versus the Bulldogs in the grand final cutscene. We just saw Tom Starling, Xavier Savage. We now have the Bulldogs here on screen. That's Suluka Fifita, I can see. Is that Max King? Critter, of course. Vili Kikau, Chairman Salmon, Mr. Weak Gutter Dog himself, and the biggest talking point of this particular part of the trailer is the missing sponsor for the Bulldogs, their main sponsor in Laundry. So of course this was brought to Ross's attention, and he said pubs, gambling, etc. there will be an update on Monday. I can't imagine it not being a part of the game, as I'm pretty sure Laundry was in League Live 4. But yeah, I guess we'll find out what the go is with that come Monday. I mean, if you're playing on PC, it'll be an easy fix. And because we touched on team songs and whatnot in our previous video, someone did ask Ross on Twitter about fan chants being in the game, and although they won't be a part of the game initially, his words were, if we can / allowed, then we would add it in updates. And then he goes on to say that they're not in the game currently. I do wonder if the same could be said for team songs in general, like victory songs. But yeah, just looking at this slow-mo, the graphics, like I said, do look pretty hectic. The last bit I want to touch on is that during this locker room cutscene, in the background you can faintly hear a third commentator. I can't quite put my finger on who it is, and I say third because it doesn't sound like Voss or Cam Smith.
Ladies and gentlemen, watching around Australia and the world, welcome. The official NRL Rugby.
So that's the audio clip. If you know who that is, I think I know, but I can't quite put the name and voice together. What it sounds like is a grounds commentator. You know how they usually have like a sideline reporter? That would be pretty sick if that's the case. Other than that, everything else in the trailer is pretty much the one we saw recorded from a phone. I still can't believe that was the NRL's introduction to announcing the new game after a bloody 8-year hiatus, but that's neither here or there. I will be cutting this slow-mo off pretty soon, as like I said, we already broke everything down. I'll play the actual trailer once we end. Before we do, I do want to take the time to let you know, if you are new around here, we do make Rugby League and rugby related content, particularly to do with gaming, and we'll be covering Rugby League 26 like we are right now, up until launch. Once it drops, we'll be producing content and all that goodness. So if you are new and are into that kind of thing, be sure to run straight to that like button and drop a cheeky sub. For now, we are going to call it there. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you later.
Ladies and gentlemen, watching around Australia and the world, welcome. The official NRL Rugby.
Sit back and enjoy the action, folks. The wait is finally over. It's game on. Explodes through the defense. Now that's what I call a try. Bone rattler. Puts up the bomb. Can he get there? Oh yes. Goes wide. Look at him go. Sensational. Deserving winners. Deserving champions.
Take to the field with Rugby League 26 from the 17th of July.
PlayStation